All right, good Monday morning to everybody here on YouTube. It's the morning after the WWE Payback pay-per-view. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But first off, check out this YouTuber, Bar None 11970. Um, he's a really good YouTuber to listen to. He talks about everything along with wrestling. And it's unfortunate. There's a lot of trolling going on once again, and they just make it unfun for people here on YouTube to really want to do what they want to do. And let's face it, if all the good people here on YouTube left, YouTube would be left with nothing but trolls. And if that's what you guys want, maybe that's what you'll get. But I've contemplated leaving on a number of occasions because it's getting to the point where um, sometimes it's really not worth it. I just do it for myself for the most part, and I like to give out wrestling information. So, but it's going to come to the point where I'm going to just say enough is enough. So, but check out Barnon 11970, a really good YouTube channel, and also he has a Facebook page as well. So check him out. Really good guy to listen to. All right, so last night, I'm not going to get into the kickoff show because it was meaningless to me. But Sheamus, the United States champion, went up against Cesaro in a very good match to open up Payback. These both guys gave it their all, as we sort of expected they would. There was a number of occasions that Cesaro had opportunities, and we thought that he was going to become the new U.S. champion, as well as opportunities for Sheamus in the early going to get an early pinfall. But the match went on. I had a little bit of time, and regardless who won or who lost, this match was very good. To me, there was really no losers in this match because they both performed quite well. But unfortunately for Cesaro, the Sheamus retained the title, but in a very, very good match. We had a match added, which, to my surprise, was not the Usos against Rowan and Harper. It was Cody Rhodes and Goldust against Curtis Axel and Ryback. They have pushed the storyline of Cody Rhodes losing, a lot lately, and this continued on. Another very good match where, on a number of occasions, you know, Rhodes and Goldust could have won this match, but in the end, Ryback gave the shell shock to Cody Rhodes and defeated them. And at the end, Cody took the mic and just basically told Goldust, you need to get a better tag team partner. But it was a good match. It was entertaining. Then we had Big E going up against Rusev with Lana, a match that was okay actually. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, but two big men in the ring, and they both showed a lot. I saw Big E leap out of the ring onto Rusev outside the ring. There was a lot of good stuff going on in this match as well. Again, this is one of those matches where, whether you were the winner or you were the loser, hold your head up because you both did a great job. And unfortunately for Big E, Rusev got the better end of the stick. So, but in a very, very, very good match as well. Another added match, Kofi Kingston going up against Mr. Bolieve Bo Dallas. Um, I don't know if anybody uh, thinks the same way I do. That big grin on Bo Dallas's face sometimes. You wish somebody could get rid of it. But anyway, before the match even got started, Kane came out and really devastated Kofi Kingston. And Bo Dallas stayed outside the ring. He looked in fear for his life. And it wasn't until, Kane left the ring, all the other refs came in to get medical attention, and Bo Dallas came into the ring. And, the usual smile on his face dialogue, telling everybody to believe. Okay, up next, RVD going up against the Intercontinental Champion BNB, Bad News Barrett. Very good match, as we all expected it would be. I, for one, really knew that Barrett was going to win. RVD was there to job for Bad News Barrett to have Barrett win over a big guy. And this was a really good match. A lot of high flying in this match by RVD. But in the end, the Bullhammer came out on top, and Bad News Barrett, BNB, retained the Intercontinental title. So the next segment came up with Daniel Bryan and his wife Bree coming out to Stephanie McMahon, who came out to the ring and said she knew that Daniel was going to do the right thing by relinquishing both his championship belts. And Daniel turned this around on Stephanie, saying, Stephanie, you hear all those boos out there. You can do the right thing. And Stephanie basically said, you know what's at stake here, Daniel. And she said she would fire Bree. Bree grabbed hold of the mic and went up to Stephanie and said that she quit. And she abruptly slapped Stephanie across the face. And Stephanie, with humiliation on her face, left the ring and then ran up the ramp. This was a very, very great segment. For a guy that wasn't wrestling last night, he really brought the roof down there in Chicago. And we heard a lot of CM Punk chants last night. And yeah, he didn't show up. You know, it was unfortunate. He was at the Chicago Blackhawks game, and I haven't even checked out to see if they won or not. But anyway, it was a very, very good segment. And then it brings us to John Cena, Bray Wyatt, last man standing match. Now, guys, I know everybody's tired of seeing John Cena and whatnot, but I'll tell you, these two guys worked this match to the best of their ability, and they went over and beyond in this match. This was a great match. I mean, uh, the ring steps were thrown onto Bray Wyatt. I mean, if everybody knows how much those things heavy, you know what kind of damage that can be done. Bray Wyatt and John Cena put on a hell of a show, um, and it just was exciting to watch throughout the whole match. Now, in the end, John threw Bray Wyatt through some sort of a section where it was like a rectangular box. Bray went through it, and there was some sort of giant whatever. John pushed it over on top of Bray Wyatt, which sort of locked him in, and he couldn't get out. And the referee finally counted 10. But throughout this match, there was a number of counts that were up to close to 9. And yes, a lot of people were upset that John Cena won. But, you know, there was no loser in this match at all because Bray Wyatt showed what he can do. And, you know, everybody thinks every time John Cena gets into a match, he's supposed to lose because they're tired of seeing him. You can't lose all the time. And I thought Cena and Bray Wyatt, up to this point, really brought the house down in Chicago. Everybody was chanting, holy shit. And it just was a phenomenal match. So far, that was the match of the night. And then we get into the Divas title. Alicia Fox, the nutty Alicia Fox, going up against the champion Paige in a match where the little kid in Alicia came out, like her little tantrums and whatnot. She put on a great showing here, going after Paige for the Divas belt. And this match even had a little bit of time. And I knew this match was going to be in between Cena and Wyatt and Evolution and Shield. And it was. And but the match was pretty good. All in all, at the end, Paige ended up defeating Alicia. Alicia tapped out. And the fans got onto her afterwards. And she's telling everybody to shut up, be quiet, silence, and whatnot. And then she stormed out of the ring as well. Now, this leads us up to the main event, the Shield and Evolution. Guys, there was so much stuff that went on in this match. You cannot even begin to really explain in detail what actually went on. You have to go and see this match. This was a great match. They both finally got in the ring, and it was an elimination match. And it was no holds barred. And I'll tell you, Evolution was really taking it to the Shield, and they were just beating down on everybody. Roman Reigns had his the vest ripped off. They were slapping him with kendo sticks. I mean, it looked like he was down and out. Seth Rollins looked like he was down and out. Dean Ambrose took a beating, and it just, you know, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Seth Rollins jumps off the Tron, and it just, It was just totally, totally unbelievable. This match was so exciting to watch. It wasn't really the longest match of the night. I think Cena and Bray Wyatt ran close to 30 minutes. This match was around 20 or so, but they gave it their all, and it wasn't until the very end that finally Batista ended up getting counted out, and next up was Randy Orton. But both Batista and Orton gave it such a battle, and then it was Triple H left alone in the ring with all three members of the Shield. Randy Orton slipped Triple H the sledgehammer, but to no avail. Um, they went after Triple H, and Roman Reigns finally got the spear on him, and Evolution lost the match to the Shield. And this was an exciting match to watch. I don't think by any means this rivalry is over with yet. I think we're going to see a lot of one-on-one matches between these guys. Now, overall, the pay-per-view I thought was very, very good. I seen a lot of reviews. People thought it was so-so. Some other people said it sucked. They're never going to watch it again. You know, I don't know what everybody wants out of the WWE. I mean, I base my opinions on what I see and what I like. And in my opinion, I thought the show overall was strong. Um, in every match, basically, the losers had nothing to feel bad about because they put on a good show. It's just that they weren't the winner. And this is one of those pay-per-views that going in I thought was predictable a bit, but there was a lot more excitement in these matches, especially Cena and Wyatt and Evolution and Shield than I ever expected. So, if I were to rate this pay-per-view, I'd give it at least a 7.5, close to an 8. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. For those that didn't get to see it, try to find it online. It's out there, and check it out because I thought the pay-per-view was pretty darn good. So this is the Iceman. Peace out. Have yourself a great Monday. We'll see what the after effects on Raw are tonight, and it should be a good show. Peace out, everybody.